Okay, there is a concern in the medical community tonight about how the extreme heat is affecting people's mental health. In fact, just a couple of hours ago, I spoke with Dr. Susan Albers of the Cleveland Clinic, and she tells me this week she's seeing real changes and fears from her patients about what they're feeling in this heat, and that research shows people who might normally be able to manage their mental health now feel escalations of anger, irritation, cognitive problems, sleep issues, and worse.
We see an increase of suicides, domestic violence, substance use, and emergency room visits during heat waves. When it is hot outside, we can't do a lot of the coping skills and fun things that we tend to do that help us to feel good, such as going for a walk, playing sports. So during this time, it's important if you take those activities out to be able to stay cool, that you're putting other things in place. If you do not have air conditioning, you can go to libraries, shopping malls. You can also take cold showers or put a cold washcloth on your forehead, which is going to instantly help those cognitive factors of attention and concentration.
Isn't that something? And in addition, she points out there are two things that are key here. One, stay hydrated because dehydration causes elevated heart rates and diminished cognitive abilities. Also, two, get plenty of sleep. Poor sleep quality can make you feel more irritation, depression, and agitation in the following days. One reminder here as well, Dr. Albers says, look, temperatures don't cause mental health issues, but it is a contributing factor. So if you know someone who's struggling, now is a good time to check in on them.
We were talking about this last night, wondering if people were a little saltier when it gets hot outside. I think the answer generally, you told us, is yes.
It's a very big yes, definitely. But here's the kicker. We're on day 4 of this 90-plus streak that we have going, and it's a cumulative effect. Right. One day, you can take one day. We do. This is Ohio, we get hot. 2 days? Okay. 3, it's getting uncomfortable. 4, now we're starting to get testy, and we still have the hottest days still to come. So there is plenty to chat about in the forecast this evening. And as mentioned, the humidity is going to be roaring back too. 90 degrees or so here for the next hour, and then temperatures will begin to slide. Our weather impact alert day continues all the way through the 8 o'clock hour. Once we get into the evening, we should start to see those temperatures cooling down. We do have mostly clear skies in the area, but farther west, we do have some thunderstorms to chat about. Those thunderstorms have been laying it down in terms of some rain, also popping up all kinds of rain and thunder, lightning and thunder, especially west of the areas out around Ottawa County. But you can see we also have these little scattered showers that are bubbling up out toward the Bellevue area, west of Norwalk at this point, still north of Plymouth and even north of Willard. But these are just slowly but surely kind of ambling along farther to the east. And that's about it as far as the radar goes. We do have a lake breeze that came in this afternoon. That lake breeze pressing inland. You can kind of see the extent of it right here with this very faint line. That is where the cool air from the lake is coming in. It's meeting up against a very brisk southerly breeze that's coming from the south. That's all that hot air that's trying to reach in here. And where we have that lake breeze, you can see the temperatures are a little bit cooler. Mid 80s right on the lakeshore, but not too far inland. We pop right back into the low 90s. We're currently at 92 at Hopkins. And that is where we are also seeing temperatures in Elyria and Mansfield in those low 90s. But the heat index numbers not too terribly far off of the air temperatures. And that is a testament to just a little bit less humidity. Last couple of days, we have been in the soup. Today, it's still plenty humid. But we also have a whole lot of hot air that can hold a lot of humidity. The bad news is the dew point temperatures are going to be going up. We're right back into the 70-degree dew points for tomorrow, and it gets even worse into Saturday. We'll have moisture pooling ahead of a cold front. The cold front's going to bring us some sweet relief, but ahead of it, yeesh. Nasty. Here's your National Designer hour-by-hour forecast for tonight. We're going to back it down to about 70 or so in much of northern Ohio. We make the turn quickly tomorrow morning. Temperatures up around 80 degrees at 9 a.m. By noon, there you go, right back in the mid and upper 80s. We're going to aim the thermometers back up toward the 90-degree mark tomorrow. We'll likely have some more scattered shower and thunderstorm chances tomorrow because the humidity is going to be going up. So expect that around the area in the afternoon especially. And we'll continue with an isolated isolated chance for those showers and storms even into the evening. So our weather impact alerts continue through the rest of the week. The peak heating hours, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. That's when it's going to feel the worst. We're talking those 90+ degree temperatures, still a possibility, especially on Saturday. And the heat advisory that the National Weather Service put out has been extended through the entire day on Saturday for the entire area. So expect those big numbers to come roaring back. You can see where all the warnings and alerts are associated with thunderstorms that are kind of ringing us. And whoops, there we go. And that is where indeed we have that big flow that is taking place. So the hot air is centered here over the Tennessee Valley, and we get all the showers and thunderstorms that train right around that bubble of hot air. The cold front, once it gets here, everybody, it is going to bring us some relief. The bad news is we are likely to have a spike in temperatures ahead of it, and then a slow retreat to the humidity behind it. There's your Medina Country Club forecast. We're going to be near 90 tomorrow, mid-90s on Saturday. That's the day I think will be the worst for us. I wouldn't be surprised if we have upper 90s. Sunday, rain and storms come in, and then the relief gets here on Monday. So thankfully, it will get better in the long haul. Certainly some good news there.
That is good. Betsy Kling, who is not cranky, by the way. Thank you.
That's right.